Few guitarists have ever captured sound the way David Gilmour has. From the soaring solos of Comfortably Numb to the haunting echoes of Shine On You Crazy Diamond, his music doesn't just play at transports. Now, at 79, the Pink Floyd legend reflects on the 6 musicians who shaped his sound, his soul, and the timeless style that defined generations of rock. These are the artists who inspired David Gilmour not just to play, but to feel. #6. B. King. Long before the lasers and light shows, there was B. King. Gilmour often said that King's phrasing taught him the power of restraint. He once explained, B could say more with one note than most could with 20. That economy of sound became a cornerstone of Gilmour's style, the idea that a single, sustained bend could speak volumes. Every time you hear that slow crying solo in Time or Wish You Were Here, you're hearing the echo of B. King's blues. #5. Hank Marvin. As a teenager in Cambridge, Gilmour was mesmerized by Hank Marvin, the lead guitarist of The Shadows. Hank's clean tone, echo effects, and melodic lines opened a new world for young Gilmour. "When I heard Apache," he once said, "I knew what I wanted to do with my life." Marvin proved that technical skill could coexist with melody, a lesson Gilmour carried into every Pink Floyd album. Without Hank Marvin, the emotional precision of The Wall might never have existed. #4. Jeff Beck. When Gilmour first heard Jeff Beck, he realized that the guitar could be a voice. Beck's fluid vibrato, experimental use of tone, and refusal to follow convention deeply influenced Gilmour's own approach. He once admitted, Jeff could make his guitar weep, scream, and whisper sometimes in the same sentence. You can hear that inspiration in Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2, where Gilmour's solo dances between pain and power, echoing Beck's fearless control of emotion. #3. Jimi Hendrix. No list of Gilmour's inspirations would be complete without Jimi Hendrix. The first time Gilmour saw Hendrix live in 1967, he described it as a revelation, he recalled. "We all walked out of there, jaws dropped. He changed everything overnight." While Hendrix's fire pushed Gilmour to explore sound, it also taught him balance to let chaos meet clarity. Gilmour later said, "I could never play like Jimi, but he made me realize I didn't have to. He taught me to find my own voice." That voice became one of the most recognizable in rock history. #2. Syd Barrett. Before fame, before the massive stages, there was Syd Barrett, the heart and soul of early Pink Floyd. Syd's experimental songwriting and dreamlike imagination shaped Gilmour's entire philosophy. They were childhood friends, and Gilmour often said, "Syd opened the door, I just walked through it." Even after Syd's tragic decline, his presence lingered. Shine On You Crazy Diamond wasn't just a tribute, it was a confession. Barrett taught Gilmour that music wasn't about perfection, it was about truth. Pete Seeger. And at the top of Gilmour's list, a surprising choice, Pete Seeger, the American folk singer. Long before electric guitars, Gilmour learned acoustic rhythm and melody from Seeger's recordings. He once said, "Pete taught me that the guitar can tell a story even without words." That storytelling spirit is woven through every Pink Floyd song from Wish You Were Here to High Hopes. Gilmour may have built soundscapes from steel strings and echoes, but Seeger's simplicity reminded him of one eternal truth. Music begins with emotion, not volume. From the Delta blues of B. King to the psychedelic sparks of Hendrix and Barrett, David Gilmour's sound is a journey through decades of influence. Each note, each bend, each echo carries the weight of those who came before. At 79, Gilmour still reminds us that inspiration never ends, it just evolves, passed from one generation of dreamers to the next. Which of these legends do you think influenced Gilmour the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from rock's greatest minds.